Smashing Machine, Mark Kerr.
Man,
When I saw him show up for your black belt promotion yesterday, I was like, what?
yeah, wow.
And all of us were like, what?
Everybody.
The best of the best of the best. Man, such an honor.
Man, the honor was mine, and there's there's a huge history between Val, and I've known him for 20, for 20 years, 20 years, and it's just one where. Like we were talking some yesterday, just like I got really emotional talking with Val. I think everybody got emotional yesterday because it's such a big accomplishment.
Special day,
sure. Especially if you take the whole and look at everything, right, where you came from, how you grew up, all of that, and it's just you said it. On the way over. So anyways, it was one of those things where it was like the least I could do is show up for him on today. Because he's showing up in my life in so many ways. It's been amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate that you came. I mean, it was just like to get Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine. Yeah.
They always get mad at me when the audio doesn't.
Everybody was going crazy. Everybody. And I pick him up from the airport in the morning and like in shock. I'm like, and I'm in the Hollywood biz. I'm around the biggest movie stars in the world. I don't give a shit about that. I see Mark Kerr, I'm like, oh my God, I can't even believe he's here.
Mark Kerr, Rico Rodriguez, Fabiano Ija, and then Vin Diesel pops on the man.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was really, and then I choked and I couldn't talk. So the emotions and all the hard work that goes into the almost 20 years on and off with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, injuries all over. And then I'm ready. I rehearsed my speech a whole week, and I'm ready to talk, and nothing came out. It was just like, and then thank God Vin was there and picked it up, and then and Mark was there, and Rico, and gave me backup. But the Smashing Machine, just for him to be there, it's just wow. It's amazing.
It's amazing. And this is like one of those moments where. Like coming to something like this, it reminds me of how deep my roots go, right? Yeah. Like sometimes I forget, I live in Arizona and, do my own thing there and stuff. And, I'm not around this world as much as I really should be. I'll explain why if we have time, kind of John, Sally, who's sitting off to my side here, and Val came and rescued me basically a couple years ago. And
we drove in the middle of the night, 2:00 in the morning. Me and John, Sally, right here, got in the car at 2:00. I said, "You what? You need a?"
Yeah, it
2:00 in the morning. We're driving there.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where I was like, I developed neuropathy. I didn't know I was a diabetic, and for years didn't manage my sugars and stuff like that, and not understanding. How much damage my body was taking. And then I started getting this tingling in my feet probably about 6 years ago now. And just really didn't pay attention to it. And so the process of neuropathy is this slow eating away of the insulation that's around your nerve endings. And it starts in your...
The myelin, eats the myelin?
Yeah, eats the myelin, right, exactly. And so it starts in your extremities. And so it started in my feet. And I didn't pay much attention to it. I thought it was structural. I thought it was like, I got a pinched nerve. I got, something. And then it progressed. And finally it got to a point where I went through a physical. And my doctor was like, is there anything else? And I just said, yeah, I can't feel my feet. And she's just like, you what? Like what? So anyway, this process where I just kept it quiet. And I didn't say anything. And I just happened to call Val up. And at that point, I probably hadn't been in a gym in, I'm going to say probably like 6 years, 7 years. And I called Val up and we get in this conversation. He's like, you need what? Stem cell? And he goes, all right, let's go to the Dominican. He wanted to take me to the Dominican Republic. He's like, come on, we can go to the Dominican Republic. He goes, I got family down there that's doctors and we can figure it out. I'll call him. And